we're here with Charlie.
Hello-ish.
So your Charlie is your artist
Charlie
name.
Cello.
Charlie Cello.
Yeah.
Like the instrument?
Yeah, it's my middle name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a lucky middle name.
Well, my dad wanted to name me one word, Charlie Cello. Kind of like limoncello
Yeah.
or like limoncello. But my mom was like, fuck no. Can I swear?
So they-
So that's right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they were like split the difference.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. So yeah. And then it actually turned out that my grandma back in the day had a cello and had named it Charlie. And they found out after they had already named me.
No
That,
way.
yeah. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then yeah, I kind of always knew that was gonna be what my name was gonna be, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Because my last name's Lukashevsky.
Okay.
It's kind of a
Harder
mouthful.
to remember,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I love when life works like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, do you want to start with like a deep question, or do you want to have like a playful one to start?
Either one. I don't really care. Playful.
Okay, well, you just played me a couple of your songs, so now I have an idea of where I would hear this music playing. I was wondering if you have an idea, like you make music for people who do what?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know really. Like I'm not really making music for a specific group of people. I also don't really know what kind of people like my music.
True, because you've not put any out yet.
Yeah, but like in Toronto, like people, like I'm playing in Toronto for a long time now. Like I've been in bands since I was like 12. So
Okay.
like people know, and like I like made an album when I was like 13 and stuff, like in a band. So like people know some of my tunes, but I think that I don't know what kind of people like them because I know that people like around me like them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But a lot of that's due to the fact that like I know them and they're there. You know, like Toronto people like it, or I think that they do. But I'm not sure like in the grand scheme of the world what kind of people like it.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
fair. And it sounds like your music has evolved over time from band kid
Yeah. It's yes.
to now. Cool. But do you have any idea, like, where do you hope a person will listen to your music?
I think walking home. Because I mean, one, it's called "I Walked All the Way Home." But two, also like, I feel like my best listens are like when I'm walking home. You know, those are the best music sessions that I have.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay. Who was your first concert?
Like big concert.
No, who was just the first
Well,
concert?
my dad probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did your dad play?
I guess. Well, when I was a kid, he had a band called Deep Dark United. And there's like a little club in Toronto called the Transact. It's kind of like there's a scene there of like I think it's all like people based in jazz, but like they're not playing traditional jazz. I wouldn't say it's fusion either. It's kind of hard to explain, but to me, it's Transact music. That's kind of how
It's what type?
Transact, like the place is called the Transact, like club.
Okay.
So to me, like I just kind of refer to it as like Transact music.
Got it.
So it's very specific.
Unique to the
Yeah. So I grew up going to the Transact all the time and watching them play. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up around music.
Yeah. And I would sing with them when I was a kid and stuff too.
And were you playing guitar this whole time?
Well, yeah. I started playing guitar when I was like 10 or something. Yeah.
And is that the only instrument?
Well, definitely, like it's like the one that I'm really like that I've spent the most time on. But I can kind of like I think when I was younger, I had to play a little more piano. I would write on the piano sometimes, but like when I was living in my parents' house, you know, my dad just had like instruments lying around, so I would use them.
Nice. So like starting music at a young age. It sounds like you were writing songs at a young age as well. Like,
Yeah, well, for me, it was never about guitar. It was
okay.
always about writing. Like
Oh,
like
okay.
it was like I picked up a guitar not to play guitar but to write a song, you know?
Okay.
So like that's why like I'm definitely not as good at guitar as I should be after all the time I've spent playing it. Like I remember like I learned like my first like two chords and then probably didn't learn another chord for like the next like 3 months cuz I was just like writing a bunch of songs just on those on those two chords.
Wow.
So like the knowledge that I've picked up from guitar has been like it's been a very slow process because it's never really definitely as I've gone older I've gone more into guitar and I do love it, but it's never been about guitar. It's always been about writing.
That's
Like it just
awesome.
felt that was just like the natural. Yeah, it was just natural. I don't know.
Was it like hard for you to write songs
No.
without the guitar? Like were you writing lyrics
Yeah.
and then just
No. No.
and then you just needed the strums?
Yeah. No. It just like I just wanted like an instrument like with it. But yeah. No. I definitely like. I feel like maybe it sounds like ego centric, but like I feel like I could write any instrument really. Like there's a John Lennon quote where he's like, "You give an artist a trombone, or and like he'll get you something out of it, or like some other, or like he'll like get you a song out of it." And I feel that way. Like I feel like if I know two chords on the guitar, then I was writing a song. If I didn't know any chords on the piano, I was still writing songs on the
Right.
piano. Yeah.
Spending 3 months with those two
Literally, yeah.
chords.
I think I wrote probably like 20. Like in the like when I first started writing, like 20 songs just with G and C. I think.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you mentioned that you had a band when you were in Toronto.
Yeah.
But what you were playing then seems different from what it is now, or like would you say that's
Yeah.
so generally?
Well, the last band, you mean? Like that was in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. I think it's like I'm not
Wait,
my.
sorry, just to clarify, because you were like you had a band that was in the punk scene in
I wouldn't say that we were in the punk scene. I think that we kind of became punky naturally.
okay.
Like my my writing hasn't ever been like, oh, like I'm trying to be punk. It's more like this band, we became punky together. I think like we started playing shows and like we realized like we were having more fun kind of when we would play a little less delicate and a little like with more energy. It was more fun for us.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then like I feel like we started out a little more like this kind of thing, a little more like gentle, like kind of pop tunes. And I feel like every show we had kind of got a little more and more like, wah, you know. So and then like the last show was like, just that it was like that was like a punk show, basically. I crowd surfed for the first time.
Oh,
It was
damn.
probably the best moment of my life. One
Was
of the
that
best
a
moments of my life.
was that a house show?
No, it was at like this place called Handlebar, which I have like a good relationship with the guy who runs this. Like we play there all the time. It's like probably my favorite spot to play at in Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So what was the question? It was
Like how your sound has evolved Toronto
yeah.
to London, I
I think like
guess.
in songwriting, it's just evolved naturally in a personal way, but I think it's more why it sounds so different is because of the band, not because of me specifically. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so I had said to you that I wrote down a couple of artists that I
Oh
was
yeah.
wondering
Go on.
if you had thoughts on.
Sure. Let's hear.
But all good if you don't know them. I think that you will know all of these people. So just like hit me with your thoughts.
Right.
Okay. The Strokes.
I mean, yeah. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I feel like yeah. I mean, "Can I Get Your Number" is like pretty Strokesy. It's a pretty Strokesy song.
Yeah.
You want me to say more about the Strokes,
No,
or
no,
is
that's
this
okay.
my time to
I
talk
can
about Julian? Or
I mean if you're passionate about
I
it, you
mean, I do
can.
love him. I do love him. You can go to the next one.
He
We can
seemed
go.
like a big inspiration
Yeah,
from
yeah. I think it's like melodically. Like I think melodically, I think they're they're so good at like making like rock songs that are sad. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I think usually like sad rock songs have a slower tempo, or like, but like they'll go like dan and like it'll be sad because the way that the guitars mix with like, and like Julian kind of sounds like he's like on like a Xanax all the time. You know, it's just it's sad rock.
Yeah, I think they use a lot of seventh chords as well, which like always gives it kind of
Sure. Yeah,
a
like yeah, major
melancholy.
sevens are like the saddest major chords, I would
Yeah,
say. Yeah, one
but
of them.
it's like my favorite chord, honestly, because it is like
Ma-
happy
Major
sad.
sevens, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Steve Lacy.
Fuck with him. Fuck with him. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think I had a big Steve Lacy phase last year, but like when I heard that the first EP, what I'm talking about, the one with like Looks and Ride,
Yeah,
like that.
like his original.
Yeah, yeah, like the OG one. I remember I heard that when I was in high school and I was really into it. But then yeah, and then last year I like kind of checked out the rest of his stuff, and I had a big Steve Lacy phase. I do love him. He's good.
As someone else who was a kid making a lot of music, were you also recording in like GarageBand?
Yeah, 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 yeah. All that stuff.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, Lorde.
Lord?
Lorde.
No,
No,
no. My ex
not on
girlfriends,
board.
was like really into her. So like I feel like I've spent like I put the time in of like checking it out.
Okay.
I think I remember like my what was that really big album? Heroin? Is that what it's called? Heroin?
Yeah,
The one with like
pure
royals on it?
heroin.
Pure
Yeah.
Heroin? I remember she got my sister got like the vinyl for that, and she would play all the time in the house. And I remember the song Tennis Courts.
Uh
You know what it's
huh.
called?
Of
That one
course.
was like I was into that when I was younger. But yeah, no, I've like I also trust my ex girlfriend. Like she says, no, trust me. Like this person is like they're like an artist. I definitely trust her, but I just can't get in. I just can't get into it.
Wow, I'm
But
kind of
maybe one
shook.
day.
Not even a ribs.
A
A
ribs?
ribs. Her song Ribs.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I
We
don't
might have
know.
to. We might have to review. Um,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Thoughts on Joji?
Joji?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy he did um wait, Joji. Is that he does the slow dancing in the dark.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really care. I know. I mean, I think I've heard about a couple tunes. Actually, Matthew was just showing me one of his videos. It looked good. Yeah, but I'm not that into it. No,
Brockhampton.
don't care.
Cool on Brockhampton.
I have checked him out. Not super into it. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
King Krule.
Number one favorite of all time. Oh yeah,
Really? Really?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Favorite
Number
artist
one
of all time.
favorite artist?
Yeah, like him and the Beatles are probably like the most influential to me.
What do you love so much?
He's just the king. Um, I mean, first off, I see him live 3 times, and they're the best shows that I've ever been to. Like
Okay.
you really feel like a sense of like when I go to the shows, I look around me and I feel like it's like these are like my people, you know.
Hmm.
I feel like he's like how do I like it just everything. I mean he's like one of the best songwriters of all time, like lyrically. But then I think The Ooze is my favorite album of all time. Like writing wise, actually, you know what? I don't learn guitar very often, like I was saying, but I feel like he kind of got me into guitar a, a little bit, which is weird. But like all those like extensions, I think when I was 15, I kind of got into him. Before that, I wasn't really like thinking about voicings or playing melodies on the guitar. I was just focused on like letting the guitar go under the vocal melody.
Hmm.
But I kind of learned that from him. So I started learning like minor nine, like stuff I use all the time now. It's like minor nines, different shapes. Just from like listening to it, I was like, ooh, like what's that? And I would kind of figure it out on the guitar.
Hmm.
So that has affected me. But yeah, he's my favorite. I think in terms of like production, lyrics, it's just like he's one of the best songwriters of all time, and he I feel like kind of like he's what I think he's what I thought Geese was gonna be a little bit, you know,
Okay.
like I'm just surprised that he hasn't had a bigger cultural impact. Like I think like he's really impacted the people who are really into him are really into him,
Yeah, I
but
guess. Yeah, I feel like I guess like as someone who doesn't listen to him a ton, I always felt like he was kind of this legend in the scene,
yeah,
probably because I'm privy to people who
yeah,
idolize him.
yeah. Is he big in Philly?
Not necessarily Philly, I think just in like I was saying I did college radio,
Hmm.
like and I feel like for people who are really into music, like they really are into King Krule.
That's a good point because he's like a real like musician. You know, like if you listen to his like what I was saying about the chords like that he's playing, he really knows how to play guitar and he really has a good ear. Cause yeah, um, he's he's like a musician, but then on top of that, he also has that songwriter thing. You know,
Hmm. Do you feel the same way about Mac DeMarco?
I like Mac DeMarco, but I mean, I don't
Okay.
feel the same way. No,
Okay.
uh, I think like I've definitely had my phases of Mac DeMarco. My friend met him recently, actually, but I like Mac. He's good.
But isn't his
It just doesn't hit. I mean, like King Krule is like emotionally devastating for
yeah,
me. Like I don't know. Like, do you know the song "The Ooze"? Do you know like that song from the album?
isn't that like one of the biggest?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't say it's one of the biggest, but it's kind of at the end of the album, and like I don't want to like recite the lyrics, but it's. I think a lot of his songs are kind of a call to like to all humans. Like there's kind of like like a repeating thing where like he just kind of yells like, "Is anybody out there?"
Mm.
You know, and I feel like that's such a good encapsulation of like him. It's like all of his songs feel like almost like yelling at the sky. Like you're like yelling at the sky, kind of like we're all just by ourselves. I think that's. I'm not explaining this well at all.
No, you are. You
Am
are.
I okay?
Yeah, it's painting
Okay.
the picture.
All right.
Do you so it's you do you listen to a lot of sad music?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like I'm sad, I'm listening to
I
sad
it's
music. I'm
when I'm happy I
I'm
listen to sad
happy I'm
music.
listening to
I,
sad
I
music.
I think for me it's like sadness and romantic music are like kind of go are the same kind of thing. So I think
Mhm.
I listen to like romantic music. I think.
Wow, I'm that's really interesting because
Yeah.
your this EP has a very happy
Does it?
feeling to
Yeah.
it.
Maybe it does. A little bit. A little
It's very
bit. Yeah.
catchy. Like a lot of it is more upbeat,
Yeah.
catchy, dancey.
Yeah. I think maybe that was the intention. I think like we were kind of just talking about like our next project that we're working on after, and like we're kind of figuring out the tunes for that. And I think it's gonna be a lot more like kind of downtrodden, right? Like why can't we be friends? You know, stuff
Oh,
like that.
love.
You know, so yeah, so